Hi, Earth Angels. I'm sorry I haven't been very consistent, and I'm afraid that I can't claim that it will change either. Days are variable. So, your first card is from Divine Guidance, and it is Wisdom Guide. Wisdom Guide is here to help you with taking in new information and teachings. Whether you are taking courses, going back to school, or learning a new skill or craft, you will find that you are able to process and retain new information more easily. Wisdom Guide also helps you to gain new insights and understandings through the intuitive channels, turning your knowledge into wisdom. I think I've heard that wisdom is knowledge with heart. So that kind of makes sense. Next, from Magdalene Oracle, your card is Little Children. When given paints and a brush, a young child would automatically, that was weird. I tried to say will and I kind of swallowed it. So let me start that over again. I've never had that happen before. When given paints and a brush, a young child will automatically express and portray images of the people and things that he or she loves, and then enthusiastically explain who and what everything in the picture represents. Children have no preconceived ideas about how they should express themselves. They just do it naturally and spontaneously in any way they can. You could benefit by adopting a similar attitude at this time. Let go of all your hang-ups and express yourself freely without judgment. Express all you have stored in your heart. You can express yourself in a myriad of ways. Verbal expression, journal writing, painting, drawing, music, and dance are but a few of the ways in which you can effectively express your feelings and emotions. This will help you clear the emotional blockages that have formed over the past few months. You will regain a newfound sense of enthusiasm for life, and this will filter through to your work and relationships. From Fallen Angel Oracle, your card is Wisdom. Now that's interesting because we just had a card on wisdom. Maybe we have a theme going here. The message is that meditation is your surest guide through the problems you face. Pay attention to your dreams. Before her fall from heaven for refusing to bow before Adam, Paimon was one of Lucifer's foremost lieutenants and is still one of the chief fallen angels. She often appears in dreams and visions wearing a magnificent headdress and riding a camel in procession, like a Middle Eastern princess, accompanied by the music of cymbals and other instruments. She is wise in all the secrets of nature and a great friend to philosophers and scientists whom she enlightens by means of inspiration. Honestly, I don't know how they came up with these. But they're interesting. And now from the Archangel Metatron Self-Mastery deck, the card is Go with the Flow, Paddle On. Do you believe that life is a dangerous place where you are not equipped to survive? A place where unseen dangers lie behind everything? Or do you feel at peace with life? Ready to allow Archangel Metatron to steer you where you need to be, flowing in your own way and power toward the next destination. The energy of flow helps you to understand that to trust in spirit means you are given what you need for your journey. You are provided with a simple boat to sail down life's meandering ways. You do not need unnecessary burdens or luxuries. You will be given what you need at any one time, so that you can travel light, unhindered by heavy pressure or possessions. You are provided with a simple oar to steer yourself. How do you see this? As something inadequate for your purpose, or all that you actually need? For there are many unseen forces at work in the process of flow. If you could see this, it would make it easier for you to adopt this stance. Yet it would make a mockery of flow, which is about trust and faith. You never set off down the river unprepared, and you are always supported by Archangel Metatron at every twist or turn. You are asked to really feel into this now. Ask yourself, who makes the waters smooth, enabling safe passage through the wildest whirlpools and cascading waterfalls? Even when you reach the water's edge and can see nothing of the horizon, Metatron is there to carry you and your boat safely to the next place along the way. If you would only flow and allow the spiritual realm to carry you, let go and surrender, you would be able to see the beauty all around you on every part of your journey forward. It is a journey without beginning or end, the path of eternal life that takes us through this incarnation into the next. And it is so much easier for body, mind, and soul if we let go and flow, a fluid state free of control, ego, or will that just allows life to unfold in its own pace, in its own time, and in its own way. Everything is provided. Flow, and you will see. And lastly, from Mother Mary Oracle, your card is Our Lady of the Rose Child. You are my rose child, born of agony and ecstasy. In sorrow and joy I am with you, and you are growing. In darkness and light I am with you, and you are growing. In death and new life I am with you, and you are growing. The thorn and the bloom, both of the rose. In the midst of your suffering, you are in the birthing pains of new life. I cherish you, my heavenly rose child. Do not fear the darkness of life. It is necessary for your light to be made manifest. I am your mother, the midwife for the birth of your soul, and the defender of your heart. Surrender and trust in me. Torn open by suffering, you have become vulnerable and compassionate. Strengthened through joy, you become light of spirit and accepting of all of life. You are her rose child. To become what you are, you have endured the agony of breaking open as a seed, found inner strength to push down roots, and the focused intention to rise above the earth. You have been thorns and branches, finding ways to protect yourself from predators as you reach out to the light. And now your heart, the fragrant blooming rose, is opening. This process repeats as we transform and become capable of receiving more life force, growing into a bigger manifestation of soul light upon the earth. At such points on the path, we come into direct contact with the divine. This isn't always what we think it will be. Though the mother loves and protects her holy child, which is your own soul, beloved, she does not try to stop that child from growing. That would not be mothering. That would be smothering, which does not allow for life to promote growth, but prevents it, no matter how well-meaning that overprotection may be. Allowing more contact with the divine means more of life pumps through our being. That is joy, and that can also be agony. These cannot be separated. The devotee of the Divine Mother understands that the connection with the peace of the spiritual presence is not about avoiding life, but becoming strong enough to bear it, to grow through it, to become radiant, a living divine soul made flesh. The Holy Mother protects her child without interfering in what is genuinely required for the soul to become all that it is destined to be, a living divine being on earth. When the child suffers, how she howls in agony, feeling every pain as though it were her own. Sometimes that suffering is more than the Holy Child can bear, and so she intervenes, absorbing the impact and keeping the child safe from harm. At other times, the suffering is a part of life, such as the loss that goes hand in hand with human love. At these times, she is in the pain with her child, but does not try to shield the child from the mysteries of life, which, though painful sometimes, actually feed the soul with the richness of human experience. When the child triumphs, how she dances, ignited in delight and happiness as her child shines true. She is willing to bear it because that is the gift of life through which the soul is empowered into divinity. The oracle of Our Lady of the Rose Child comes with a special message. If you have been suffering, do not believe that the mother has turned away from you. She is in your heart, suffering with you. She is bearing this and asking that you bear it because she loves you, and this is your way to outgrow that which is too small for your future. Your breaking heart is the seed cracking open so that new life can begin. She is protecting you from unnecessary struggle. Yet there are challenges which are essential for your soul to grow. These challenges will not be withheld from you, because you are entitled to become your full self. Her message is this: from any suffering, great love will be born. Surrender into your pain to find the path through it, for that path is there, and new life is awaiting you. The Mother will help you find the path through any pain or struggle. Nothing is impossible for her love. Know that your current struggle is blessed, and although this may not make much sense to the mind, this message can help the heart find some peace to bear this challenging part of your journey. Know that you are not alone, and the Heavenly Mother walks with you always. Pray to her, not for the challenge to be taken away, but for the courage, responsiveness, surrender, trust, and grace required to successfully move through it. You shall be so blessed. What a beautiful card. And those are all the cards I have for you. Take care. Bye.